Hello, Zcon from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. We wanted to wish you a happy milestone, 5 years in business. That's an excellent milestone to reach. This is Paul Bacrossi from Zimmark.
I'm Ken Attard, and I work with many of your team on a daily basis. So once again, specifically to Vikas and to Raul, congratulations on getting through those first 5 years in which so many businesses failed, but obviously yours has more than flourished.
We've been working with Zcon for more than 4 years now, and we just wanted to express our appreciation for all the effort and dedication. We don't want to take a lot of time from your party, but we want to give you a real brief understanding of what Zimmark does, and also hopefully you value. We're going to get some feedback from Ken on the things that he's appreciated about Zcon, and what makes our relationship work so well. So just real briefly, Zimmark is an on-site technical services company, and what we have are on-site technicians across North America helping our clients save money by managing the use and the disposal of their industrial fluids. And for us to be able to deliver that service cost effectively, we rely very heavily on our data systems and our web systems that Zcon has been helping us to develop over the years to ensure that our personnel are following very specific procedures, that they have all the documentation they need, and that we're able to collect the thousands of pieces of data every single day to ensure that our clients stay in control. And as a result, the data systems that Zcon has helped us develop is very, very important for us to be able to deliver our services consistently over time. I know 4 years ago I was very concerned and nervous about outsourcing our data system development to another company. And I know Ken did an awful lot of research and work to choose which company to go with. And I guess, Ken, what are some of the keys that you've found in working with Zimmark, or with Zcon, that have worked out so well over the last 4 years?
I think first and foremost would be, right from the initial conversations that we had with Vikas and Raul, was primarily an understanding on how North American business works and North American business needs. Obviously, we had concerns with regards to how are we going to address the time zones and how are we going to make sure that we meet customer requirements. In our world, not only are we using these systems to support our service technicians, but also our customers have access to the data systems themselves. So if we're partnering with a company that is 10 time zones off, what are we going to do when we have something crash at 10 o'clock in the morning to make sure that it's up by noon? Zcon has done a wonderful job in working with individuals like Pritesh in recognizing where the priorities are. I know Pritesh tends to carry his BlackBerry probably as often as I do. So if there's something that's
all
urgent,
the time?
yeah, all the time. So if there's something that's urgent that if something comes up that's urgent, that we've always had a response. And I've had emails I've received emails on Saturdays from Vikas, who said that he's looking into trying to get somebody to research a problem when we've been down. Secondly, working hand in hand with the project managers when we have launch dates. A year ago, we launched the RDH portfolio management site, and it was through coordinating with Pritesh to make sure that there was round-the-clock coverage to monitor it during the weekend that it was launched. So through an ongoing communication, Zcon has made sure that they've responded to our needs. But I think most important is you don't have to convince, I don't have to struggle, I don't have to fight with Zcon to say, look, this is important to our customers. I think Zcon has done an excellent job, and it's probably why you've enjoyed the growth that you have in recognizing what customer needs are and that they have to come first.
Right. And speaking of growth, 95 employees in 5 years is a tremendous accomplishment. I know when Ken first mentioned that degree of growth, I was surprised that we've been able to. Turnover has not seemed to be extreme by any means. You seem to be working with the same team, relatively speaking, over the last 4 or 5 years, and I think that speaks a lot about Zcon as well.
I've got to agree 100%. Obviously, we've had some turnover. We've had some transition of personnel on the programming side. But the stability of working with Raul and the stability of working with Pritesh has been great. But even when we have had transition in the programmers, and given the growth that you've enjoyed, the turnover has been quite low. But when we have, Pritesh has been very open in saying, look, we need to transition, we need to dovetail in a new programmer. This is how we're going to bring them up to speed. This is where we're going to have the double coverage. These are going to be their responsibilities. So I've really appreciated that Zicon has always been open in saying, look, this is what happens. This is what's happened. And also Zicon has been very open about the need to make sure that there's duplication, that there's coverage, that there's a second person that's always available to cover, just in case somebody maybe get hit by a motorcycle.
That would never happen.
Never happen. I can't believe anybody would get hit by a motorcycle.
That's crazy talk. Obviously, from our perspective, that's one of the biggest things. Is versus hiring our own employee. That depth is critically important from our perspective. We don't want to take more of your time. Thank you so much for letting us express our appreciation for the 4 years that you have spent with us. We assume you're having a great day and a great celebration, and we wish you all the best in the future. Any last words, Ken?
No, thank you very much to all the programmers we've worked with. Arvin and Ganesh have been a pleasure to work with. I haven't mentioned Dipti, and I know that she's always come in when needed as well. Once again, thank you and congratulations. The last word to Raul and Vikas is I recognize the first 5 years were really tough. The next 5, you now have, apparently, from what I understand in the business magazines, is the next 5 will be great as long as you guys don't slow down. So,
There you go.
Congratulations and looking forward to the next 5.
Bye-bye.